Hi students, in this lecture let us discuss about Class C power amplifier. So before going to the Class C power amplifier, let us discuss about some of the few points related for the power amplifier. In the previous lecture we have discussed about Class A power amplifier, Class B power amplifier and Class AB power amplifier. So whenever you are taking any type of the three amplifiers, that is Class A or Class B or Class C, so the parameters are different and the variations of the parameters are also different. And when you are going for the circuit diagram or the design of the circuit diagram, it is related. So similarly, Class C power amplifier is also having the same features which we are considering here. But the meaningful definition of a power amplifier will be defined in which form means the definition of an amplifier plus the last stage which we are adding the power at a given output stage is known as power amplifier. So in this one let us discuss about first point, that is, in this power amplifier the output will be depend or the flow of the output will depend upon the input signal. So in each consideration we are taking any type of the input signal, that is sinusoidal signal only we are taking. Why we are considering the sinusoidal signal means we require the accurate phase shift at a given output variation of a signal. So in that consideration only we are taking the sinusoidal signal, and you can consider the other signals also, but the accurate phase shift will not be occur in a given any type of the input or output signal. So the same point which is related for the Class A and Class B will be the same point for the Class C power amplifier. But what is the difference between those two amplifier and this Class C power amplifier means the efficiency is good when you compare with the other amplifiers. Means you are getting the accurate efficiency, but it is not required for the most of the application part. Why it is not required means it is having one type of the losses, that losses is known as the distortion losses. So due to the distortion losses only we are not having Class C power amplifier in more number of applications. And when you are going for the circuit diagram, see the simple circuit diagram of your Class C power amplifier is given in this manner. So before going for the input signal and how you can generate the output signal, so see here we are taking the NPN transistor and at the terminal C we are connecting the collector resistor and VCC voltage, and we are not taking here the RE resistor, that is stability resistor. Simply we are taking the inductor L. Yes or no? So this is the simple design of your circuit. Whenever you are taking the simple design of your circuit, here V in means which type of the signal we are sending means we are sending the sinusoidal input signal for a Class C power amplifier. So at the input side, how many factors we are having means one is input signal and another is biasing voltage VBB and another voltage is VBE. According to the nodal analysis, whenever you are considering how much voltage present in this node must be equal to in this node means the bias to bias voltage is equal to the bias to emitter voltage, but here VBE is equal to minus VBB. That is one difference, that is V in it will be the VBE or minus VBB. Means at the input side which type of the signal you can consider, you can consider the positive phase shift signal or negative phase shift signal. But in this analysis of Class C power amplifier, I am considering the positive input signal, that is VBE. So this positive input signal is taken to the inductor. What happened for the inductor and it will produce any type of the signal, let us discuss. So what happened means you have to read the next point, that is from figure A, the simple circuit diagram of class C power amplifier will be having the input and output waveform which you are seen here, and next the biasing terminal of NPN transistor is biased with the negative voltage minus VBB and it is connected through the coil C. Means we are taking which type of the term here, we are taking the inductor only, but when we are taking the inductor means we are taking the coil, means which type of the field it will be generates here, magnetic field or electric field it will generates here, magnetic field it will be generates. So whenever at the input side we are having the magnetic field with the combination of your input signal, then this input signal is having the more voltage level value. For example, if you are sending 0 to 2 volts input signal, means due to this coil process, what happened at the input signal, 0 to 20 volts the variation will be developed. Whenever the variation will be developed here, the same voltage is given for the transistor and it is calculated at the output. And here we have to recall some of the few points related for the transistor. So what are those few points related for the transistor means, the transistor will act in three regions. Yes or no? One is active region, and second one is saturation region, and third one is cutoff region. But in this analysis, we are taking the class C power amplifier. Class C power amplifier will be operate in the saturation region. Saturation region means what happened, the total current which is flowing at the output stage is equal to 0, or it will be remains equal to constant value, that is any type of the current will not be flow here. So whenever any type of the current will not flow, then automatically the positive peak will get here and the negative peak will be clip, same as in the lecture which we have discussed in the class B power amplifier. So that is the why reason we are considering here the inductor. So if you don't consider the inductor, then the power which you are extracting, that is the input signal will be same reflected for the transistor and it is taken at the output, means we are getting the same efficiency of your class B power amplifier only. But due to this inductor characteristics level, what will happen, this input signal is given for the transistor with the combination of with your inductor and it gives rise to very huge amount of your power. So whenever you are calculating any type of the power, if you require very more power, so which type of the power amplifier is taken means class C power amplifier is taken. Means nearly how much efficiency you are getting means your 95% efficiency you are getting. But in we are talking about the theoretical view, it will getting 95%. Okay, this is okay. And next next point here, the coil C has higher input impedance. Why it is having higher input impedance? So what is the general formula about the impedance? Impedance is equal to input voltage by input current. So whenever you are having the high input impedance, indirectly which voltage and the current is flowing here, the same voltage and the current will increase n number of times at the input side and it will give rise to a huge voltage and current level. Okay. So and next to the high frequency input to the presented the DC sources from shorting to the input signal. So we are talking about the AC analysis here. Whenever you are talking about the AC analysis, what is the function of the VCC voltage? It is grounded. And what is the function of the capacitor? Capacitor is short circuited. So here we are taking any type of the capacitor. So we are taking here capacitor. This capacitor will be short circuited and VCC is grounded. So these two changes will be there. And next point is the voltage VB is dropped to the 0.7 volts. So why the voltage is dropped to the 0.7 volts? So already we have discussed in the transistor level. So whenever you are calculating any type of the input or output characteristics, the constant level value of your input voltage must be 0.7 for the silicon and 0.3 for the germanium. So here which type of the material we are taking here means we are taking the silicon transistor NPN material. Okay, and how to calculate the conduction angle means the conduction angle eta c from figure A is given by eta c is equal to 2 cos Vc by Vp. Okay, Vc by Vp. So what is Vc means? Vp is peak input signal and Vc is your how much the conduction angle of your output voltage, that is 0.7 volts by taking here, and eta c is the conduction angle of your class C power amplifier. So if you recall your practical experiment of your common emitter amplifier, the same term is occurring here, but one type of the variation is there, that is we are not getting the negative peak. Why we are not getting the negative peak? In class B power amplifier we have discussed in detail that what happened whenever we are constructing any type of the amplifier means what happened, it will be taken in the saturation region. In saturation region the current which you are taking it will be equal to 0. So due to that reason we are not getting any type of the negative peak. So this is some of the few points related for this one. And how to calculate the frequency response. The class C power amplifier will be operate normally by taking LC tank network. So what is the LC tank network? Already we have discussed in the oscillators. In the oscillators the combination of inductor with capacitor is known as tank circuit. So already in the above circuit we have taken the inductor as well as the capacitor. So this is known as tank circuit in the collector. The tank circuit is also known as the resonant circuit. Already we have discussed, means the resonant network which we are calculating for the frequency. The resonate means we are getting the accurate high frequency levels in the only the resonant circuits only. So in that place only we are calculating. So the simple frequency you can calculate by taking which formula means F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. Means it is equal to the oscillators equations only. Means here what are the advantages and disadvantages means, one first advantage is it is the simple design. It is the simple design. And second advantage is when you require more efficiency nearly equal to 95% or more than 90%, which type of the amplifier you have to take means class C power amplifier. But here we are having some of the disadvantages. What is this disadvantages means, if you consider the tank circuit only you are getting the more efficiency. If you don't consider the tank circuit you will not get the more efficiency. That is one of the disadvantage present in a given tank circuit. So in detail we have discussed about 4 amplifiers. One is class A power amplifier, class B power amplifier, class AB power amplifier and class C power amplifier. So by taking the parameters and we have calculated some of the specified values. So in that one we have calculated some of the output currents and we have calculated the efficiency and we have calculated the input signal as well as the output signal depending upon the amplifiers, power amplifiers. Okay, and next thing is this question will be asked for 2 or 3 marks or 5 marks. It is this question will be not asked for more than 5 marks because this type of the amplifier applications are very less. So in that consideration only we are not talking about. Okay, and here we will discuss that in these 3 power amplifiers which one is a good amplifier means class AB power amplifier is a good amplifier. Why class AB power amplifier is a good amplifier means in the most of the electronic applications or any type of the application background which type of the amplifier we are considering means we are considering the class AB power amplifier only, but we are not considering the class B power amplifier. That is the one reason. And second reason is class A power amplifier is used for the small signal processing. Means in first unit, in second unit we have discussed about the BJTs, that is NPN transistor and PNP transistor for the calculating the analysis of AC. Yes or no? For that process it is used for the class A power amplifier. And next class AB power amplifier, it is used for the large signals also, you can tell it is used for the small signal also. But here the class C power amplifier, it is used for the large efficiency purpose which is used in the industry purpose only. Okay, thank you students. This is the some of the detailed introduction about the class C power amplifier. Okay, thank you students.